How does a small country in South America hold some of the most bizarre and mind-boggling secrets? We're not just talking about soccer and lovely beaches, there's a whole world of wild facts waiting to be explored. Today, we've got 10 shocking revelations about this country that will leave you amazed. Stick around because, beyond the vibrant culture, Uruguay holds a strange phenomenon that has the world buzzing, and you won't want to miss this. Let's begin. Fact 1. Uruguay's former president earned the title of the world's poorest president. Ever heard of a president living on a tight budget? Meet Uruguay's former leader, José Mujica, who earned the title of the world's poorest president. He got this title not for amassing wealth, but for his incredible humility. Imagine this. He donated an impressive 90% of his $12,000 monthly salary to charities supporting the less fortunate and small businesses. Capitalism's materialistic allure was not for him. The media called him the philosopher president for his strong belief against pursuing possessions that don't contribute to human happiness. A leader like no other, don't you think? But Uruguay doesn't just break records in leadership, it sets milestones for the world. Fact 2. Uruguay is the world's first country to declare access to clean water a constitutional right. Imagine a country where access to clean water isn't just a necessity, it's a constitutional right. Uruguay proudly holds this groundbreaking achievement. In 2004, it became the first nation to recognize access to drinking water as a constitutional right, ensuring almost universal coverage of safe drinking water and good sanitation. Uruguay stands alone in Latin America. Despite challenges, water quality remains excellent, making sure almost all areas receive continuous, disinfected water. A constitutional right to water. Now, that's a fact that makes you pause and think. Fact 3. The world's tallest sculpture of a hand is in Uruguay. Picture this. Uruguay has the world's tallest sculpture of a hand, called La Mano, or the Hand. Created by Chilean artist Mario Irarrázaval, this impressive piece rises from the sands of Punta del Este, a famous tourist spot. Made up of 5 human fingers, it stands tall at Bravo Beach Parada 1. Whether you call it Los Dedos, the fingers, or Hombre emergiendo a la vida, man emerging into life, it's popularly known as the Hand. Built in February 1982, this iconic sculpture not only represents Punta del Este, but has also become one of Uruguay's most famous landmarks. Now let's explore the meaning behind the name Uruguay. Fact 4. The name Uruguay means River of the Painted Birds. It's not just a name, it's a poetic link to nature. The word Uruguay comes from the Guarani language, and it means River of the Painted Birds. Imagine the scene. A river that starts in Brazil, winds its way to the Rio de la Plata basin, and forms the water border between Uruguay and Argentina. This adds a beautiful touch to the country's identity, connecting its name to the colourful painted birds that decorate its landscapes. Fact 5. The national anthem of Uruguay is the longest in the world. Composed by Francisco José de Bali and Fernando Quijano and written by Francisco Acuña de Figueroa, this musical piece is nearly 5 minutes long. Officially declared Uruguay's national anthem in 1833, it also has an interesting link to Paraguay. Francisco Acuña de Figueroa wrote both countries' anthems. But there's more. In 1938, the Uruguayan government decided to adjust the anthem. Gerardo Grasso and Benone Calcavecchia rearranged it, keeping only the first 2 verses of the original anthem. Despite the changes, the anthem proudly reflects the country's motto, Liberty or Death, a blend of history and patriotism in musical form. Fact 6. The first country to legalize marijuana was Uruguay. In December 2013, President José Mujica made history by signing a law to legalize recreational cannabis in Uruguay. This bold move made the country the first in the modern era to legalize marijuana, but it didn't stop there. In August 2014, Uruguay took another step, allowing people to grow up to 6 marijuana plants at home. The country also introduced cannabis social clubs, state-controlled dispensaries, and the Cannabis Regulation Institute. By October 2014, the government began registering growers' clubs, each allowed to grow up to 99 cannabis plants a year. By August 2015, 2,143 personal growers were officially registered, making Uruguay a pioneer in drug policy. Fact 7. Most Uruguayan houses don't have numbers. They have names instead. Unlike the usual numbering system, houses in Uruguay often have names, making each one feel unique. However, this charm can turn into confusion, especially in cities where many houses share the same name. Fact 8. There are 3 official flags of Uruguay. Yes, Uruguay proudly has 3 official flags. The main national flag has 9 horizontal stripes alternating white and blue. There are also the flag of the 33 Orientales and the flag of Artigas. These flags emerged during Uruguay's fight for independence from Spain and Brazil in the 1810s and 1820s. Government buildings fly all 3 flags on national holidays. The national flag was inspired by Argentina's colours and the American stars and stripes. The 9 stripes symbolize Uruguay's original 9 regions, and the sun represents freedom. Argentina and Uruguay share similar flags because they were once united in the United Provinces of the Rio de la Plata along with Bolivia. Their flags reflect a shared history and cultural bonds. Fact 9. Venomous spiders and snakes are common in Uruguay. Uruguay is home to 4 venomous snakes: rattlesnakes, coral snakes, yararas, and crossed pit vipers. While animals like pumas and jaguars still live in remote areas, many native mammals have disappeared. However, foxes, deer, wildcats, and armadillos still thrive, and giant capybaras roam the land. Venomous spiders also live in the humid climate. Despite its rich fauna, Uruguay's landscape is mostly savannas, which limits amphibian diversity. Birds like burrowing owls, crows, lapwings, partridges, quails, hummingbirds, and cardinals add vibrant life to the skies. Uruguay's mix of wildlife and terrain creates a captivating picture of its ecological diversity. Fact 10. Cows outnumber people in Uruguay. Often called one big farm, Uruguay has a 4.1 ratio of cattle to people. Farming is the heart of its economy, making Uruguay a global leader in meat production. In 2021, it had the highest number of cattle per capita in the world, beating New Zealand and Argentina. Livestock thrive in free-range conditions, supported by a mild climate, fertile lands, and plenty of water. This environment ensures their well-being and helps Uruguay be a major player in beef production. Uruguay's agricultural strength extends globally, with 450,000 tonnes of beef exported annually. The country is second in the world for beef consumption per person, with each person eating about 53 kilograms a year. Uruguay's balance of natural resources and farming success shows a nation where the land supports both its people and its livestock. And there you have it, Uruguay, a country full of captivating stories and remarkable achievements. We hope you enjoyed this journey with us, discovering the extraordinary aspects that make Uruguay truly unique. Thank you for joining us. If you found these facts as fascinating as we did, click to watch the next video as we uncover more hidden gems from around the world.